I will tell y'all one thing. I am very, very thankful for hundreds of thousands of square foot of showroom that Marshall's Marine has, because it has been a wet and soggy and rainy week and day, but that will not stop us. Clay and I will continue to film and get these videos out for you, because right here behind me, I have a 2025 Skeeter ZX200. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. And it is time for the horses. This is a 200 Yamaha 200 VMAX SHO super high output, and that is sitting on a manual jack plate with our quick ladder. You know what? I don't even know why I try to give examples. Very quick, very easy. Manual jack plate. We got a quick ladder right here. We have our Skeeter handle as always, but this is a 19-foot 6-inch boat, and it is sitting on a Skeeter built trailer. Skeeter's proud of their trailers. You have the colors on the boat, you have the color matched pinstripes right here. This is an aluminum trailer. You do have the Skeeter accents on the trailers, or on your steps. They have foam pads, so that way when you step up there to get in and out, maybe get stuff out of the boat while you're unloading it or putting it in the water or pulling it out of the water. We have the Skeeter badging, ZX200 badging. Moving up, we do have a matching spare tire. This is a dual tandem axle trailer, so we have the matching spare tire if one of them blows. I remember when I did high school fishing, we went through tires like I did underwear. Very often. I don't know why we couldn't keep them, but I haven't had that problem in a long time, which is very good. We have winch, jack, and we cannot forget swing away tongue. We have our swing away tongue. I use it a lot if I'm at Airbnbs or hotels, and I leave the boat there and go get something to eat while I'm at a tournament. You know, a little bit of theft proof on that one. I keep the pin in my truck, or if you're backing it into the garage and you have a 19-foot, 20-foot garage, boom, perfect. Ain't gonna hit the trailer, ain't gotta worry about it. Then we pull it all the way into place, drop the pin in, and we're back on the road. One of my favorite features of the Skeeter trailer is you pretty much pull the pin, drop it on the hitch. This will go up, lock back down on the hitch, and then put the pin in, and you're ready to roll. So if it'll go back in, there we go. And you're ready to roll. So, and then moving back around, we have our Skeeter steps to get in the boat so nice and flawlessly. I think that's all the details. That's definitely all the details. All right, let's jump on inside the boat and show a lot about a little. See what I did there? Okay, just get on it. It's all right. It's all right. All right, we have magically jumped into the back of this 2025 Skeeter ZX200. In our first compartment is going to be our bilge compartment. We have access to all of our batteries, our Minn Kota 3-bank precision charger, and there is room for, I mean, there's room for a bunch of batteries in here, but there are 4 battery trays in here at the moment. And then there's plenty of room right here on the other side of this battery for power pole or Minn Kota Raptors. So, and then we have access to all of our wiring for Livewell pumps, bilge pumps, all the above. So, TJ, how do I mount my power pole or Minn Kota Raptor pumps? No problem. Skeeter thought ahead. You can unscrew 4 screws, 1, 2, I believe right here somewhere, 3 and 4. Pull this whole entire panel out and you'll have access to this whole second side of your battery compartment, and that is good on both sides of the bilge compartment lid. So Skeeter's thinking of y'all. They know what's up. They gotta do, I don't know if it was for y'all or for Marshall's Marine doing the service work on it, putting all these new products in, new batteries, lithium batteries, all the Yahoo, but I'm just rambling at this point. Let's move on up. We got our Livewells right here. I don't know how many gallons this is, but it's a lot. Skeeter honestly could make 2 separate Livewells. This is just a lot of water back here. But hey, big bass need a lot of water, so who's complaining, you know? All right, and then we got compartments on behind both our driver and our passenger seat. Of course, we have lights in them. Why would, you know, Skeeter skip out on that? Duh. And there's tubes for dry dock as well. I'll get into dry dock here in a second. And then we have one of our seating post mounts, pedestals right there. So, all right, well, let's move up into the cockpit area. Clay, jump on in here. Let's get on into it. We are in our driver's seat right here. We have our steering wheel that will direct our Yamaha VMAX SHO 200. We have our trim for our Yamaha blinker trim right here. We have our hot foot for the power. We have our Yamaha gear shifter right here for drive, neutral, and reverse. No more throttle control right here. We have that all in our hot foot. Then we have our ZX switch panel right here. All that we need. This is all that we need. We have our Livewell recirculate and fill, bilge, power, navigation lights, courtesy lights, and horn. Dang, I was really hoping that was gonna work. We might turn the power on at the end of the video. Whatever. I love a horn. The horn's the best part. All right, we have all of our gauges right here, RPMs, voltage, and fuel, and then our water pressure as well. And then we have 2 Helix 7s, one mounted right here at the dash, one mounted up at the front. Plenty of room and accessories for bigger graphs and electronics, but in reality, what more do you need? You have a Helix 7 right here. You can run all of your mapping and your sonar. Mapping and sonar. I don't really know what else you need, but mapping and sonar right here on your Helix 7. They are connected. Put a waypoint right here. Waypoint shows up on the dash. Beautiful. You can even include your Minn Kota Raptors for the one boat network, to where your Ultrex, your Humminbird Helixes, and your Raptors will all communicate with each other and work flawlessly. One boat network, you know, kind of key word there. But, and then we have our keys with our Marshall Marine float right here, and our Flow-Rite, I believe it's Flow-Rite's the brand of it, but it's our remote drain plug, so that way you don't have, for your Livewells though, remote drain plug for your Livewells, so you can let water in and out with the ease of turning this little switch right here. Oh, talking about our dry dock, there's a fan that pushes air through all of the compartments if water gets in there, and it will dry all of our compartments out, and that switch is right behind me right here. All right, we got cup holders all throughout the boat, one right here next to the driver, and then we have our cooler right here, holds ice for days. I know everyone says that, but these are foam filled, so they hold ice for days. They do great. And And then we have two cup holders right here. This is also a seat. If you have 3 people, got plenty of room. And then we have our co-angler and or our passenger, plenty of room right here. Can stretch our legs out, and plenty of room for our passenger or co-anglers rods with Skeeter rod strap. Gotta love the Skeeter rod strap. All right, up here where all the fun happens. You know, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Plenty of room on the front deck. For a 20-foot boat, 19.6 really. I mean, come on. This is great. Start at the front of the boat, or at the bottom of the boat, and we're gonna work our way up. We have our steps fully carpeted. We have our steps to get onto the front deck. And then we have our dry box right here for, you know, phone, wallet, keys, all the above. I can't take the microphone off and put it in there. Y'all won't be able to hear me anymore. Some of y'all probably wish y'all could stop listening to me, but you're the ones that clicked on the video. Sorry, you gotta listen to me. Anything you wanna keep dry and safe, I put it in that box. And then we have our Skeeter ruler to measure the fish. I use this ruler all the time because I catch small fish, but y'all probably won't need this ruler because y'all catch big fish and you ain't gotta measure them. You can just throw them in the box and weigh them in at the tournament. And then we got some slotted holders right here to put split ring pliers, wire cutters, scissors, all the above. Alrighty, moving up, we have our famous Skeeter day box where we can put buzz baits, spinner baits, dipping dyes, lures that we're using for the tournament, and lures that we've cut off. Instead of, Skeeter built this that way you don't have to throw lures in the bottom of the boat. You can just throw them in here and keep things a little bit organized and tidy. All right, next we have our Skeeter rod locker. The cool thing about this is we have a divoted storage area. It has the straps right here to keep everything secure, but it has the divots in it to where you can lay your rods in each groove, so that way each rod has a specific place for it. Keeps everything nice and organized. Speaking about organization, we have the individual rod tubes right here. You know, everyone says it restricts space, but in reality, it keeps everything nice and organized, so that way your rods aren't bouncing around in this giant tube. But as long as you keep rod socks in them, it won't knock any of the eyes or the guides off. Also, you can take this whole thing out if that is your personal preference. Alrighty. These sides pretty much mirror each other. We have our Skeeter butt seats right here with the posts. Plenty of room in these compartments. Fully carpeted as well. And then this one does not have the rod tube in it, mainly used for storage and such. All of the compartments, if you've seen, has gas pistons on them to help pick all the lids up. Don't have to worry about it. With every Skeeter boat that you purchase from Marshall Marines, you will get a leather bag that has, you know, all the information of your Skeeter. Got to have that. That's DNR, not Marshall's Marine. All right, and then we have all of our tackle boxes. So you don't have to go buy any more tackle boxes because your Skeeter boat already comes with them. Also, if you need more, you can pull these dividers out and you can stick even more tackle boxes in here as well. Let's see how many tackle boxes are in this thing. Clay, what are you guessing? Don't count. What are you guessing? 12? All right, hold on. I'm guessing, I'm just gonna go one more than Clay, so that way I'm closer. I'm guessing 13. It gotta be 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You counted, didn't you? Nope. Oh, he's shaking his head. Whatever. He ain't climbing. I think he cheated. I was pretty close though. I was pretty close. Dadgummit. All right, now where all the fun happens. All right, we have our Skeeter rod straps to hold down our giant glide bait, and then we're gonna open this thing up. We're gonna pick up our giant glide bait. We're gonna cast it out there, bring it right over a brush pile, and we're gonna set the hook right here because we have all this room, and then we're gonna catch an 8-pounder, and we're gonna take it to weigh in, and we're gonna take a bunch of pictures of it, and we're gonna have a good time. And then to make it to weigh in on time, we're gonna pull up our Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motor. This is a 45-inch shaft. I'm not 100% certain if it's a 36 volt or a 12 volt, but I mean 36 or 24, but most of the time it'll be a 24 on, you know, this particular model boat. But if you want a 36 volt, you can get one 36 volt lithium paired up with a 36 volt trolling motor and bring it to Marshall Marine, and they'll put everything on for you. So that ain't a problem at all. But we caught our 8-pounder. We're gonna pull this thing up, load it on the front deck, and then we're gonna head back to weigh in and weigh that thing in. But we have our standard Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motor, power right here, constant on, always moving our trolling motor to the speed set, spot lock, as we all know what spot lock is, and then heading north on there. So, okay, moving on to the very, very last few options. We have our Helix 7 that matches our Helix 7 at the dash. Cigarette lighter right here, so if we want to charge phones or GoPros. And then we have a navigation light and our trim switch as well. So that's pretty much it. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. Honestly, I think this boat's kind of sneaky. You know, everyone's kind of, we're in that generation where bigger's always better. This thing has everything that the big boats have, and it's the stuff that you need. So if you want to add more, you can add more, but there's no reason in buying the bigger and badder and crazier whenever you get it in this and can just add it aftermarketly. But I don't know, I love this boat. I think it's a great boat. This is our 2025 Skeeter ZX200. We have it in the showroom, in one of our 4 showrooms at Marshall's Marine here in Lake City. You can check us out at www.marshallsmarine.com or give us a call right here. But thanks so much for watching this video all the way through, and we'll see you next time. All right, peace out.